Hello, hello, everybody. Okay, well, everybody's getting ready for the AMA session. Let me know, guys, if you can see me and hear me properly. You have the chat box here in Zoom. So if you can give me one line. Let me see. Okay, everybody can see me. Oh, Gary, thank you that I look great. Amazing. This is almost the end of the day. So, a little bit weary. Anyways, it's really nice to see people joining in, and I see people that I know, I see people that I don't know. So basically, I think I haven't talked to you yet, or you're totally new. Anyway, everything's perfect. Great. Okay. Hi, Ricardo. Anyway, guys, so let us start a little bit. So welcome to the AMA session, the monthly session of Ask Me Anything webinars. We're trying to deliver these sessions every month, depending, on the month. So basically, the idea and the goal of this session is just to show you all of the updates for the past month or maybe for the past quarter that we had already in NetHunt. You all received the product newsletters, but maybe sometimes, we all get a lot of mail, so you just ignore it or you don't see it. Anyways, so right now you will be able to see all of the new features, all of the new tweaks, etc., and how they work and how you can use them. Then, of course, you had asked some questions before this webinar, and I will be able to cover them all. And some of you will be interested, of course, to hear the answers because it is relevant. Also, meanwhile, while I'm talking, while I'm showing you things, you know where to find the chat. So drop me a line, or the question, meanwhile. So I will cover it at the Q&A session. Okay, good. Anyways, my name is Anastasia. Whoever, maybe you don't know, some of you don't know me. I'm the Chief Client Officer here in NetHunt. I've been with the company for almost 6 years, 6 years in April. So basically, everybody who's helping you guys, they are the part of my team, and the product experts, the customer success team. And the main idea is, of course, to walk you through the whole journey with NetHunt, to start with NetHunt, and then just to make sure that you have everything, set up. Not only we respond via email, chat, and the calls, like the Google Meet calls, but also you can ask for different services where we can set up your system. Also, if you need the assessment of your system, you can also book a call with us. Anyways, said everything that I wanted, because we also need to gather some of the use cases with you and post it. Okay, cool. So let me just share my screen real quick, and I will show you what we have added to NetHunt so far. I'm sharing my screen. Here it is. Good. I think you all can see my screen. So basically, let us start with global features. And so by global, I mean workflows. Those of you who do not yet use the workflows, or maybe it's not included to your plan, even if you're on basic, you can trial it. So the workflows, this is the process automation, where you can automate practically, well, not everything, of course. I mean, we're not omnipotent, but many things. And what we've introduced so far, well, first of all, if you are sending email campaigns, right? And you have, I have the workflow template for the outreach. Yeah. And so here, I have different branches and what I want to do with all of my campaigns. So I want to send out different campaigns. Then we have different weights that we have already talked about at our previous AMA session, but I will just give you heads up. So we have different weights. So when you're reaching out to your potential clients, you can automate the process where if the client lead, let's call them leads. They respond, so then we wait for their response and we can end the workflow. So no longer follow-ups will be sent out. Another one is wait for the interactions. We also can do like add some other actions when a person opens an email, we can call them, or clicks on the email, we can send them another, clicks on the link in the email, so we can already send them maybe another email template, or call them, or update the record, or create a task, or I don't know, send another action or update another tool, whatever you want, right? So as many actions as you want, you can add. What we have added here. So basically, in the wait for interaction, I just wanted to, oh, Rachel, I can see your hand, but I will be answering all of the questions after the presentation. So like, please just like write down all of your questions in the chat box. So I will get back to anything that I showed or will have shown here. So all of the interactions, what we have right now, we react on email opened, link and link clicked inside the email. You can also set up the minimum number of total opens here. And also, well, this is just like a reminder. What else I wanted to show you is that in the settings of each workflow, you go and you can set up the emails sending interval. So basically, if you have the workflow, right, and you have a trigger. So let's say if I change the stage of the client, of the contact to contacting, right? So basically, you can send out like a bunch of emails, right? So like, I don't know, 10 people I triggered. So all of them, they receive an email. Just to be healthier, right? Within the system, you can set up the interval. So like all of these 10 people, automatically they were changed, like they were triggered, but they all will receive emails with the interval. So like person number one will receive the email right now, another person within after like in 2 minutes, and then. So basically you can, ensure, the health of your campaign. You can set it up here. Another thing, what we did, so basically we all have the days of the week. You can set up like what day will be your weekday, so non-working day. You can set it up over here. So when the email can go out, right? On Sunday, it won't go out. On Monday, you can set hours. So when the email will go out. So like from 9 to 6, let's say. The time zone is your time zone. So basically you cannot choose like, because you might have, of course, segmentation for different contacts. Yeah, if you're working with different markets. For this, what I recommend, if you want to make sure that, okay, so I'm like, EST receives the email like with like from like, I don't know, 3 p.m. European time, etc. You just you copy different, like one workflow. So you copy for like, I don't know, 3, how many markets you want to cover or time zones, and then you set up the hours, or you can just leave it as an all day. So it doesn't matter. Like once you trigger a record, an email goes out. So this we added as well. And you can set it up like within like workflow. You don't need to add anything here. No helper, no filter, nothing. So it's the workflow setting. What else have we added? So wait for interaction, email sending interval. Okay, cool. Within the workflows themselves, so what we have improved, we added another field, which will capture the country. So I'm going to add it. So if we have the trigger where you have the the web form, the NetHunt web form, you can add the field country over here. If I go to add it, so there is a new field country. It's a type country already. So when the save. So when I copy this link and I publish it, and I go to this web form, I also have CAPTCHA. So if you don't have the CAPTCHA, You can enable it. The country will be picked up automatically, based on my IP address. So I'm currently in Vienna in Austria. So of course it will be in Austria. So if you're in Italy, in the US, etc., you will have your country, or like the person who fills out the web form. Another thing that we added here in the web form is this in the settings of your web form, not only the fields, but what you can do with the web form. So you, of course, can choose that the theme of the template. You can, of course, add the title, but and the message that the person receives once they submit the form. But also we added this toggle that will redirect, like upon the form submission, you can redirect your contacts to another landing page. So you can redirect them to a custom page or open in a new tab, it doesn't matter. So you insert the URL of this page. So once I, for example, close, publish, once I go and fill out my information, great company, I submit, and I am redirected to the NetHunt.com page. So you can redirect your clients to, for example, to some of the links where you store different files, right? So they can just download them, or somewhere else, like where they can get like more information on the service that they are requesting. So basically the redirect is added. You can use it as well. So that is done. Another thing, I don't know, I'm not going to dwell on like the design, on like what we have, improved. If you're using the CRM if you're using the workflows, so you can see like what have been, a little bit edited, what added, different colors, etc. So hopefully it is user-friendly. If you feel that something is not super clear in the design, so you can also just send us an email or whatever and just say that, okay, so that was not clear. Everything will be taken into the account. Another thing, what we have done, so once you see over here, I want to go to the record. So if I click on any of the instances, we call them runs, here, you will see the timeline of the run execution. So what have happened and when. If I go to the record and open the record, I want to show you that right now, when you can see on the timeline, the update has been made by the workflow, the automation, you can click on this lightning bolt, and then you can see, okay, so this action performed automatically via workflow. The workflow's name here is web form capturing, and this update belongs to run number 2, and you can go to the workflow. Why it's important? Because of course you might have like, I don't know, billion, okay, 20 workflow templates. And of course you can use them all on all of your contacts, deals, on all of the records you have. And so if you want to make sure that if you need to have more information on the execution, you just go there from the timeline. So you don't need to search for the instances. Okay. More clarity has been added. Okay, so this is what was major in regards to the workflows. Again, questions in the chat box, I will cover them. Another thing that we have added, let's just go to the, where did I do it? I think in the contacts. I want to show you what we have done with the fields and the timeline of the records. In the settings of each folder, what you can do. So basically we have enabled the conversion of certain fields from multiple to single. So you know that we have the fields like phone number, email, then I think URL, etc. So basically, let me just show you. So we have the phone number, right? And in the phone number, you can have a multiple, allow multiple, where is this? The phone. Okay, let me just create or just an email. Okay, an email. I will create an email. Email 1. So this is the field with multiple emails. So like one field can contain multiple. If I create it right now with multiple, so then I will not, and I save this field, I won't be able to convert it, like, you know, kind of redo it. But like what we've done, so basically you can change the fields from single to multiple, but you cannot like from single emails to multiple emails, the format of the field, but you cannot do it vice versa. So if you have a field that originally had multiple emails enabled, you won't be able to change it to convert it into single. Why? Because it's physically impossible. So if you had multiple emails and you convert it into single, so okay, we can convert one, like we will place one email address into this field, but the rest, like what do we do with the rest? But if it was vice versa, of course, it's easier. So if I create it like single and save it, right? So it's been saved. I go to contacts, I find my email 1, and now I can click on the allow multiple, right? So you're sure, of course, we need to make sure that you're sure. Allow multiple. So we converted this field into multiple values, you know, allow multiple values in the field. If it was, where's the email? So, oh yeah, here. So if it was email that you can see that it was just like one single value, single value, I do not have this option to convert it into multiple. I hope I didn't talk too much on that, but this is something that we sometimes do for our clients. But like if something happens, for example, if you want to do vice versa, like what we can do is that, I mean, I don't think that we can convert it, but like as long as you have the emails that are only single, so then we can do some tweaks. Anyways, like if you have some unique issue, you just let us know and we do magic at the back end, whatever you cannot do here in the screen. What else we have done? That if we go to the record itself, I think I had an item about the tag, about the records, about the field tag format. Yeah, so label is my tag. And you could, you know, before that, if you needed to choose like multiple tags to assign to the record, you had to do like, you had to click plus sign like multiple times. Right now, you can allow multi-select. If I want to add YouTube sample, I don't know, new tag, whatever, I can choose them all and apply. And so all of them, they will be applied to my record. This is what we have done. Maybe you have already noticed it, but it's been one of the requests from you guys. So that we added. Oh, another thing that we have done. If I go to deals records, actually, I will create a new one. No, I just want you to, just a second, real quick. I will make manager required on creation, done, save. And I will create a new record that has a required field. So if I click on create, wait, I didn't save it. I did. Ah, none. My bad, I had a default. I'm sorry. So if I click on create, you can see that we now show which field is required and that you have to fill it out. So like it shows that the manager is required and I need to add it. Okay, manager has been added. Another thing that we have changed in NetHunt about the date fields. So you guys remember that you can set up the format for your dates in the settings in your, over here, in your settings, in the preferences, you can update your date formats, like how you will see the dates on the record. So I have day, month, and year. If I, for example, create, okay, I will do the manager. If I have the date and I insert not the day, but the month, for example, month is going to be 12, then 29th, for example, 2023. So basically it has to show me 29/12, right? If I click on it, so you will see that it automatically updates my date to 29/12. So you won't be mistaken, you know, we will update it to up to your preferences. Just a little thing, but makes our lives easier. What else we have done? Date improvements. Sorry, I need to go through my list. Improved tasks, added dialogue. So basically, if we create a new task, I wanted to show you that. Where is this? Yeah. So if I create a new task, oh, over here for today, save it. So if you click on it, you cannot delete it easily because sometimes, I mean, our hand slips and, you know, by mistake, we can delete this task. So we moved this button to delete to 3 dots menu over here. So if you want to delete this task, it's not relevant anymore. We delete it here. Also, we added a new option to duplicate the task if needed, of course. So you can find this in the 3 dots menu. Also, if you haven't noticed, it's been added before, but we already show who created this task, just because you guys can assign different tasks to other people. And so you want to make sure that, okay, so like if you, who you need to report to. Yeah, if you have a question about the task, so you see that Rachel actually created it, so I can, and when I can ask her like what to do with this task. About the tasks, clear. About the emails also, guys, who has been with us forever, okay, for longer than, I don't know, like 3 months, I just wanted to make sure that you noticed or you didn't actually lose the ability to unlink emails from records, because before, you know that if the email is linked to a record, you can see the record, of course, when you open it. You can click on the NetHunt icon here, and before you had the option to see the bubble with the email, with the record linked to this email, and you could have like clicked on it and unlink it. Right now, there is no such option. So again, avoid the mistakes. So if you want to unlink it, you go to the 3 dots here, and what you can do, you can unlink, you can of course customize fields, like go into the settings of the folder, and you can delete the record itself over here without going to the actual record here. Cool? Good. Also, another thing that you guys may you may sometimes not see is that you can keep the record, but you can hide it. So if the email is like too large, like too wide, so basically you can hide the email, the record from the email, and then you can bring it back so it doesn't go anywhere. Another thing that I just want to share real quick again as well. So this is my test account, right? So I do not really have, like, I only have myself as a record linked, but basically I have this email linked to 2 records. If you have more records linked to this, to some emails, and you don't want to see those snippets, these are called snippets, on the inbox, what you can do, you can basically hide them over here. You can hide snippets on threads. You do not unlink anything, you just hide them. And it doesn't work on like very fast. So I update my inbox, and you can see that again, the email is linked to a record, but it shows like +2. It's linked to 2 records that has been hidden. And if you want to get them back, you show them again. Well, if you want to hide some of the snippets. Another thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that about the files. So with the files that you upload on the record of on the timeline of the record over here, files, if you add them from your computer, because there are ways you can add from computer or from your drive. So whatever you add from wherever you want and place it here. So if you remember before, you had to share this file from your drive with the rest of your team. Because again, this file is being stored on your personal Google Drive if it's not on the team drives. So right now, what we do, we automatically share the permissions, the access to all of the users from your workspace. So this file is shared and they can access it, but only this file. And it only works with the new files. So if you had added a file before we launched this feature, like I think in January. Yeah, it was in January. So old files won't be shared, only the new ones if you do it right now. So please test it. And the last but not least, what I wanted to show is that, not to show, but to share. So when you just started with NetHunt, well, right now we have, let's say, a few folders that are important. So mainly it's the contacts and the companies folders. Why they are important? Because they are tied to the data enrichment setting. The data enrichment in your settings over here, data enrichment section, you can see that contacts data is stored in contacts folder, companies in the companies. You know that, like, why we need this? Because we can capture some, like have some of these records, contacts and companies auto-created from LinkedIn integration. Yeah, so like when you create a contact in NetHunt, it has to know the path, yeah, where it goes to and what information is taken from LinkedIn and placed in the fields. So we do it here in the data enrichment thing. Another thing, auto creation from emails. So if you create a contact or a company from your email, from the inbox, so it also goes to contact, goes to the contacts folder, etc. And then also the Google Contacts. When you have the synchronization, they also need to go to these folders. Anyways, so this is the question about the data enrichment. What we have done right now, we have forbidden you to delete the folders that are specified over here, because like again, so if you don't want to keep contacts in the contacts folder and basically you created a new folder and you want to keep them all over there, so you just need to rematch. Yeah, so to choose the contacts data goes to in the enrichment, not to the contacts folder, but to another one. I don't have any free folders to choose from. If not, anyway, you can also clear this section. And so nothing will be tied up to contacts, etc. Why I'm leading to that? Because if we have 2 folders here or like 3 folders here, specified in the enrichment, you cannot actually delete this folder. What you will be able to do, yeah, see, there's no delete button. So we actually warn you, like what will be done. So auto creation, everything will be lost. So basically you just need to contact support.nethunt.com. If you're sure that you want to delete them without support, and you want to delete, and you will create another folder and you will map it to the data enrichment section. So then you can just clear it and then you will be able to delete those folders. But we just need to let you know that all of the magic of auto creation will be lost, and where to find it, you will see. Anyways, it just something that we did because sometimes people just delete the folders and then they're shocked, like what to do. In any case, if you delete something that you didn't want to, you go to the settings and the trash bin, and you can restore folders, records that you deleted. Yeah, see, oof, I deleted only one, and fields that have been saved before. So like we do not restore the fields that you've been like, adding, and then you just clicked somewhere, even though we have the window warning you that you haven't saved the settings, but like anyways, only the saved ones. So here you can restore. Okay, so I think I have covered everything that I wanted. Right now, I'm going to go through the questions that you guys sent me. You can see actually, like I'm not going to copy paste them. I can see that these are the questions from you before the webinar, and then I will go to the chat. Okay, guys? So the first one, are there going to be any updates on the reporting feature? So basically, Vena, if you're here, please specify in the chat because I don't know like what you mean. About the reporting feature, we have the reports. Yeah, so we have different types of reporting. So we have reporting inside in the form of views, but they are being updated once you update something, some value in the record, of course. And also we have the reports. I mean, they are available in the Business Plus advanced plans, and of course in the trial. So here you can build the reports on user activity on your over here, just to see like how your team is doing. Then the pipeline. So if you have the deals folder, and then you can see, you can track the won and lost deals and how much you won and lost. And also the time and stage, you can track like how long. This is very like, yeah, this is very old. No updates on this reporting, but like you can track how many days the deals have been in a certain stage of your pipeline. So this is what is available in app. We also have the connector for the more advanced reporting that is called the data studio. So apps here you can see data studio, you can connect. We have the connector, you can nurture all of the information like you can get all of the information from NetHunt and place it on the data studio. If you know how to do it, if you don't, I mean, like we can also assist. Depends on what type of report you want. So if you guys have like different requests for the reporting, let me know. Oh, my favorite about the WhatsApp. So okay, I don't want to jinx on it. Okay, guys. It's in the progress right now. So basically, okay, I don't want to jinx on it just because like I know this is a very popular question. And so right now, the developers are working on WhatsApp right now. But again, like the plan is, of course, this like by the end of this month, okay, just don't tell anyone, right? But I just like don't get your hopes up too much because sometimes like one of the features that we've been working so far, and I promised like the custom tracking domains, we still like encountering some things that we need to work through, right? So you cannot like sometimes, I mean, it's coding, you sometimes cannot like foresee what happens. So it's like kind of finished, but we cannot really give it to you right now. So the same with the WhatsApp. So please give us some time, but it's in the progress. Another thing from Jerome. Okay, I think this thing was a little bit not too much clear, but again, let's read. I would like to automate call log comments and connect them to Gmail and Google Sheets. At each call issue, when I make an appointment with a prospect, I write a comment with the prospect's name, function, the name of his company, the date of the appointment, and the reason for the appointment. I would like to write this comment only once and for it to be automatically added for the customer in an email and in a monitoring table Google Sheets. Is this possible? And do you plan to develop automation options to call log comments? So basically like with the Google Sheet, this is another question. Why do you need a Google Sheet? Like, what do you use it for? Like externally to share it with other people or like another kind of analytics? I don't know. About the call logs comments, we do not have any automation with it. So basically you cannot connect it like even with a Zapier. So we have the connection in Zapier, we have the connection to the comments, to leave the comments, but about the call logs, not sure. So basically I would need to be more like, why do you need to add it? First question. And so like maybe there will be a workaround in it because sometimes we find those with the clients. Another thing about the email Gmail. So you want to add for the customer in email. So basically you leave the comment and then you want to auto-generate a draft in Gmail, right? and then send all of these details. It's like a summary of the call. You want just to send it to the client, right? So basically, no, we don't have this. First time hearing this, honestly. But what you can do, you can just like leave the comment and then just copy and paste it. That's it. So I would need more in it. So Jérôme, if you're here, I think we can just like catch up on the call and discuss the workflow. Another question, would it be possible to integrate also for the writing of comments variables as for mailing snippets? Okay, so the variables, basically snippets are the macros or the variables, right? Like in the email. So when you can insert the information from the fields, like first name, last name, industry, etc. For the comments, I will like tomorrow on Thursday, I will ask about this. But like we didn't have a chance right now. I'm not sure if it will be possible, but it might be possible. We will be redesigning the comment section, the mention section in the timeline, where you can mention each other and just like add some information. But about the macros, not really sure about this. Felipe, how to avoid spam in email cold reach? Don't write spam. I'm sorry, I had to do it. So spam is like a never-ending question, and there are so many practices. In any case, like you just need to follow all of those like guidances. Basically, you need to avoid some of the words, keywords that will be like triggered as spam and just go to spam. Not many links to insert, not many pictures, not many attachments. We actually have an article in our over here. So basically, guys, if you do not really go to our knowledge base, please do. We also have a very good blog. So inside our blog, you also can just search for some cool information. But if you go here and, of course, and you write spam, you will get a few articles. So email campaigns spam filter, email campaigns how to avoid your e-blast going to spam. And there we have different rules that that we just collected from from our experience and from the websites. You can just Google them. But another thing that you can do is just to ensure your campaign. So what we support right now, you can send out your email campaigns using the SMTP. So the KIM SPF over here, you can read about them and like what they are. So basically, if you have your own domain, and very soon, and hopefully, I really hope that maybe this week it will be already possible. But if you have your own website, if you have your domain, so you will be able to connect your own domain and send out email campaigns. It will like put a stamp on your email, and you will like the recipient will be kind of sure to receive your email. It will go to their inbox again, and no one else will affect your domain reputation. So basically, if you have a good domain, the emails will be sent out like okay-ish. Another thing is that like if there's an automation, you have the interval of sending the emails, right, to all of the people that walk into your automation. Again, set out different oh my God, I forget the word, intervals. Yeah. And again, just make sure that your emails are not spammy, but like, according to Google. Yeah. And do not send out like, I don't know, millions of emails. Again, just it's better quality over quantity. Okay, about WhatsApp, I have answered. Okay, questions from Ellen. Ability to save leads and accounts into CRM from LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I think, I don't know why, but like we have this possibility. So basically, if you go to Sales Navigator, there is NetHunt icon as well over there, and you can insert like you can save them and auto create in NetHunt. make sure you have your extension working. So we only have the extension for LinkedIn on Google Chrome. It's not possible on other browsers, and it doesn't work with the web application itself only. So what you do, you go here to your settings and integrations, and you add the extension. So you see Chrome only. If you encounter some of the issues, again, just go to our chat or email us. So if something is not happening, but we are present in LinkedIn, just LinkedIn and Sales Navigator. Ability to save messages and email, both sent and responded to automatically in the CRM. This is about the LinkedIn, and this is something that has to be implemented this year. So LinkedIn, because right now we only save the contacts and companies, but the messages will be already added to the timeline. However, the old messages, I don't think that the old messages will be saved, only the new. The same thing how it works with our emails, right? So you only can have the emails automatically linked to your records, only the future ones, once you set up this CRM. Okay, how automated sequences work. I think we have webinars on that. But basically right now, like what you can do is like nurture leads. I will just say how to nurture new leads with automated email sequences. You find this article, you have the video, you have explanation. And so basically you can just run through this. Guys, we have I think the majority of your questions can be covered in the articles or the videos. So basically just, insert some keywords and I believe that you will find info. If you don't, so then you just tell us and we will write it. Also our other webinars as well. So I think I will I will have the webinars attached, because we talk a lot about the drip campaigns and the automation itself, but this is a very broad, I think, topic. And I guess maybe we will have one of the webinars, dedicated to email campaigns solely. So yeah, if you have different scenarios or, something in your head, in your imagination, or you want to execute something, let us know. So I will have the topic to talk about. But I'm not going to cover this right now. I'm sorry. Templates that can be customized. Name, company, and further personalization. So templates. If we're talking about templates, it can concern so many things. Email templates. If we're talking about the email template, right? So if you're composing an email, a single one, or an email campaign, you go here and you have the templates. I have this email template that I can insert. Ta-da. So, and you can customize it, but customize it how? You can, of course, added some information. If we're talking about the email campaigns here, right? That was sent out one-time email campaign, or we're talking about the workflows in your outreach. So we can customize, of course, our email template. So we can add the macros or the variables, right, to your email, and it will be, personalized by the information taken from the records. So this is one template. Another template, I don't know. We can also call the records templates, the records, with the fields. So you can customize everything. You can customize, you can delete all of the fields in the context folder and just create yours. So everything's pretty much customizable. Just please let us know what it is. What do you mean by template? Task list by calendar date. Okay, so about the tasks that we have currently, they will be redesigned, and this is one of the goals for this year. Okay, please. Yeah, I'm so scared to say, I'm not saying the dates, but I know the redesign will be huge. So what you can do here in the tasks, you can have the same views over here, and like in the folders, and here in the all tasks, you can click and then specify. So I want to see overdue today, tomorrow, this week, etc. You're right, you cannot specify the date for what you want to see the tasks, but this will be coming. I also need this thing but we do not have it right now. So only you can see this specification. There is no custom. So yeah, but this is a good point. So it will be done. I mean, I think we will be doing something kind of like I don't want to say project management, but a lot like tasks will be a lot more improved. Okay, so I will stop sharing and I will go through your questions, guys. So okay, I can see from Ricardo and Anna. Oh, okay. From Ricardo, oh, I only have one question. I think Rachel was raising a hand. Anyway, guys, you still have some time, like 15 minutes before I have to go. So you just like sent me questions here and I can cover them. Okay, so when question from Ricardo. When a deal is lost, how can you add a required field name to reasons for loss that appears only when the deal is lost? Oh, this is a good question. This is something that we have. So what, and I can share some of the, okay, wait here, share. You can see my application. Cool. So guys, the question is, so if we go to the deals, let me just check, double check. And you go. And you go to the settings of the deals. You, of course, have the stages, right? Won and lost. And then you have the field for the reasons lost. You also can add reason one. This is what we did in NetHunt. Within my team, we added also reason one, just because we want to segment you guys why you went with NetHunt. So like what, like, and we added the reasons by tag. Like, okay, so you like LinkedIn, you like Gmail integration, you like, I don't know, Data Studio, you like automation. And then we can actually understand like, okay, why people buy us and what we can, you know, where we need to invest more. The reason lost, explainable, right? So when you move your deal to lost in the setting of this field, you can make this field required for stage lost. Yeah, so this field will be required. Oh, sorry, no, not here. I'm so sorry. Not here. Yeah, no, here. Oh my God. I think this is the evening. Yeah, I was right. So we automate this field for a reason lost. So every time you move deal, okay, this deal doesn't have anything. So I will move this deal to lost. And here, fill in the required fields. Ah, I have two of them. Oh, I already had them. Sorry. I fill out the reason, like for example, expensive, and reason lost, no money. Okay, this is just a double. If I can also automate another section where if I choose the reason that is lacking functionality, so then another field will be also dependent on this reason. So if lacking functionality, I need to fill out what functionality is missing. In our case right now is WhatsApp. So then we save it. And here, the stage is lost. Reason lost is no money here, but I just created it, I think last time. I have a group for lost reason. If the closed lost reason is lacking functionality, then we need to fill out the lacking functionality. If I choose closed lost reason will be just expensive, okay, no money, nothing pops up because no money is no money. So remember how to do it. Like we also have the guide. I'll let you know, but like you have the stages and you have the lost reason over here. You make it required for stages and then you tick only lost. The same you can do the text field for or the tag field. I'd rather do a tag field because the reasons can be like there can be multiple reasons why you didn't go with the tool or reason one why you went with the tool, and you make it reason one. I hope it's clear. Okay, and Anna, And I just added the link to avoid spam. So basically, I think we will cover like our marketing team will add different links that we've discussed today. Just make sure that you check up the product newsletter. And if I haven't answered something, let us know. You have the chat and you have the email. You can also book the calls with us. If you have if you want to, again, the assessment calls, if you want the assessment call of your business right now, like of the account, if everything works, we can do it. And if you want to share your success story with NetHunt, if you have started with us like before, or for the future, like in a few months, let us know as well. And you will be featured on our website. Okay, I think this is it. If nobody wants to ask me anything else, then we will be wrapping up and see you next time about the updates in NetHunt. If you have some topics that you want to discuss more broadly, or like a live webinar on, like, let's say email campaigns or email sequences in NetHunt with the help of automation, we can do it. If you have some other topics in your mind also, so yeah, be my guest. I will show. Cool. Francois, thank you to you guys for your attendance. And this session has been recorded. So we will send you the video as well, and you can just follow some of the guides. Okay, so have a very good evening or day wherever you are, and see you soon. Bye-bye.